What is happening, everyone, and welcome back to iPad Focus. The tech world never sleeps, and today is no exception. We've got a tidal wave of updates, revelations, and concepts hitting us faster than ever, and you're in the right place to catch every single wave. From revolutionary redesigns that could redefine our digital interactions, buckle up because we're diving deep into the stories that matter right now. You won't want to miss a second of this as we break down the most exciting developments shaping our future. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of everything you need to know, hot off the press. First up, we're talking about a concept that could completely reimagine how we interact with one of the most iconic digital assistants out there. Next, we're shifting gears to the financial arena, where a major tech player is making headlines due to a significant legal ruling. This development has sent ripples through the market, and we've got the breakdown on what it means for one of the world's most valuable companies and its ongoing partnerships. It's a complex story with big implications, and we're here to make it crystal clear for you. Then, we're going to dive into a comprehensive stock analysis that paints a picture of mixed signals in the market. We'll explore the interplay between technical indicators and fundamental strengths, giving you a clearer perspective on where things stand. Understanding these dynamics is key to navigating the current financial landscape, and we've got the insights you need. And finally, we're heading to the heartland for a delightful story about the roots of some of the most beloved produce. We'll explore the passion and innovation behind developing new varieties and where you can experience them firsthand. It's a celebration of local flavor and agricultural excellence that's sure to inspire. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. A digital companion reimagined, Siri's visual evolution. Is your digital assistant feeling a bit distant? In a world increasingly dominated by sophisticated AI like ChatGPT, Apple's own Siri has found itself lagging in the emotional connection department. Users interact with Siri primarily through sound, a limitation that designer Ben Jeskin believes is key to its perceived impersonality. His groundbreaking concept, shared on Threads, aims to change all of that by giving Siri a vibrant, visual identity, especially for the immersive Apple Vision Pro environment. Currently, Siri on Vision Pro appears as a simple, glowing orb with a waveform, a design Jeskin argues is too impersonal, particularly as Apple pushes the boundaries of AI integration. His vision transforms Siri into a dynamic avatar, blending Apple's signature gradient color palette with the familiar, friendly face of the macOS Finder icon. This reimagining aims to make Siri feel approachable, trustworthy, and distinctly present, moving beyond mere auditory responses to a more engaging visual interaction. Jeskin's inspiration struck during a conversation with his wife about the future of digital assistants. "Why should it even be human?" she asked, suggesting Miss Minutes from the Loki series as a muse. This sparked a creative process that led Jeskin to integrate Apple's own design language, resulting in a concept that feels both playful and inherently Apple. By incorporating elements like the Apple Intelligence gradient and the Face ID icon, Jeskin ensures the avatar is recognizable and aligns with the brand's aesthetic, avoiding the uncanny valley effect that can plague anthropomorphic designs. The potential impact of such a visual overhaul is significant. Much like Microsoft's Clippy, which, despite its limited utility, garnered affection for its visible presence, a tangible face for Siri could foster a deeper sense of connection and familiarity for users. This visual enhancement could make interactions feel more natural and less transactional, even if the underlying AI capabilities remain the same. Jeskin envisions this redesigned Siri extending beyond Vision Pro, offering a unified and recognizable digital persona across all Apple platforms, creating a consistent user experience. While this intuitive and visually appealing Siri remains a concept for now, it presents a compelling direction for Apple. It's a move that could significantly boost user engagement and emotional investment in their digital assistant, making Siri a more beloved and integral part of the Apple ecosystem. Jeskin's design offers a glimpse into a future where our digital assistants are not just tools, but truly integrated companions. But what happens when the digital world intersects with the realities of global finance and legal rulings? Stay with us, because our next story dives into a major development that's impacting one of the biggest tech giants and its crucial partnerships. Google's antitrust settlements, a new era for Apple's search deal. In a significant legal development, Google has reached a settlement in its antitrust case, with terms that J.P. Morgan analysts believe are more favorable than initially feared, particularly for Apple. The core of the ruling, as interpreted by J.P. Morgan, is that Google is now restricted from engaging in exclusive agreements with Apple. However, this restriction does not extend to payments made as part of revenue-sharing deals for default search engine placement, a critical distinction that preserves a vital financial stream for both tech giants. This nuanced outcome effectively removes a significant perceived overhang from Apple's stock. For years, investors have closely watched the financial arrangement between Google and Apple, which sees Apple earning billions annually to maintain Google as the default search engine on its devices. The fear was that a harsher ruling could jeopardize this lucrative arrangement, potentially impacting Apple's revenue and profitability. J.P. Morgan's analysis suggests that the settlement allows for a continuation of this mutually beneficial relationship, albeit without the exclusivity clause. The J.P. Morgan note highlights that the financial agreement between the two companies is expected to remain robust. This implies that Google will likely continue to compensate Apple handsomely for its Prime placement, recognizing the immense value of Apple's user base. The absence of exclusivity, while a concession from Google, does not fundamentally alter the commercial logic of the deal. Apple's devices provide a massive, engaged audience, and Google's continued dominance in search makes it the natural beneficiary of being the default option. This settlement is a crucial piece of the larger antitrust puzzle surrounding Google's market power. Judge Amit Mehta's role in overseeing these proceedings has been pivotal in shaping the terms. The ruling attempts to balance the need for fair competition with the reality of established business relationships in the tech industry. By allowing the payment structure to continue while disallowing exclusivity, the court signals a pragmatic approach, acknowledging the existing market dynamics while introducing measures to prevent monopolistic practices. For Apple, the implications are largely positive in the short to medium term. The continuation of the Google payments provides a predictable and substantial revenue stream, bolstering its financial performance. Furthermore, the removal of the exclusivity overhang can lead to greater investor confidence, as it mitigates a key uncertainty. J.P. Morgan's overweight rating on Apple shares reflects this optimistic outlook, suggesting that the market may have overreacted to the potential risks associated with the antitrust case. However, the long-term implications will depend on how the market evolves and whether other search engines or tech companies can offer compelling alternatives or challenge the existing arrangement. The ruling sets a precedent for how such dominant tech partnerships will be scrutinized, potentially influencing future negotiations and regulatory actions across the industry. For now, the market appears to have digested the news favorably, viewing the settlement as a manageable outcome that preserves a key revenue driver for Apple. While financial agreements and legal battles shape the corporate landscape, the underlying health of a company's stock can tell its own story. We'll explore the mixed signals impacting Apple's outlook next. Apple's stock outlook, navigating the crosscurrents of technicals and fundamentals. In the dynamic world of stock market analysis, understanding the forces that drive a company's valuation is paramount. For Apple Inc., a titan of the technology sector, the current outlook presents a complex tapestry woven with threads of strong fundamental performance contrasted against technical indicators that suggest caution. This duality creates a fascinating landscape for investors attempting to gauge the company's future trajectory. The fundamental strengths of Apple remain undeniable. The company's ecosystem, encompassing hardware, software, and a rapidly growing services division, continues to exhibit remarkable resilience and innovation. Products like the iPhone, Mac, and iPad maintain significant market share, while the services segment, including the App Store, Apple Music, and iCloud, provides a consistent and expanding revenue stream. This diversification and the deep loyalty of its customer base form a robust foundation, insulating Apple from many of the economic headwinds that affect other corporations. Furthermore, Apple's ongoing commitment to research and development, exploring new frontiers in areas like augmented reality and artificial intelligence, signals a forward-looking strategy aimed at sustaining long-term growth. However, the technical analysis of Apple's stock presents a more nuanced picture. Technical indicators, which analyze price movements and trading volumes to predict future price action, have recently flashed mixed signals. Some analysts point to patterns that suggest potential overbought conditions or a lack of strong upward momentum, indicating that the stock might be due for a consolidation or a minor correction. The sheer scale of Apple's market capitalization also means that significant price movements can be influenced by broad market sentiment, macroeconomic factors, and shifts in investor psychology, sometimes irrespective of the company's immediate performance. This divergence between fundamentals and technicals is a common phenomenon in mature, large-cap companies. While the underlying business remains exceptionally strong, the stock price often reflects investor expectations, broader market trends, and the intricate dance of supply and demand in the trading environment. The market's perception of Apple's future growth potential, coupled with global economic conditions and competitive pressures, all play a role in shaping its technical performance. Analysts are closely monitoring key technical levels and patterns to identify potential entry or exit points. The interplay between these technical signals and Apple's solid financial reports creates an environment where both bulls and bears find supporting arguments. For investors, this necessitates a careful approach, perhaps dollar-cost averaging into positions or waiting for clearer technical breakouts to confirm a sustained upward trend. The strength of Apple's fundamentals provides a strong safety net, but the technical indicators suggest that patience may be a virtue in the current market climate. Ultimately, the outlook for Apple stock appears to be one of cautious optimism. The company's proven ability to innovate, its dominant market position, and its expanding services revenue provide a solid bedrock for future growth. Yet, the technical signals serve as a reminder that even the most successful companies are subject to market fluctuations. Investors are therefore advised to weigh both the enduring strength of Apple's business model against the current technical landscape to make informed decisions. From the high-stakes world of global finance, we now turn our attention to a more grounded, yet equally fascinating, subject: the incredible world of apples. Get ready for a story that celebrates innovation, community, and the simple joy of a perfectly grown fruit. From seed to sweetness, the University of Minnesota's apple breeding legacy. As autumn hues begin to paint the landscape, the season for crisp, delicious apples arrives, and the University of Minnesota's renowned breeding program stands at the forefront of this cherished tradition. Since 1878, this pioneering program has been dedicated to developing apple varieties that not only thrive in the local climate, but also tantalize taste buds worldwide. Their meticulous, often decades-long, process has gifted us with beloved cultivars like Haralson, Honeycrisp, and Sweetango, showcasing a deep commitment to agricultural innovation and public enjoyment. The journey from cross-pollination to a publicly released apple variety is a testament to patience and scientific rigor. It typically takes 20 to 30 years to bring a new apple to fruition, a timeframe that underscores the program's dedication to quality and climate suitability. This year marks the introduction of Triumph, a new addition to the U of M's impressive roster, while Kudos, a delightful cross between Honeycrisp and Zestar, is poised for release next season, further expanding the palette of apple experiences available to consumers. The history of apple cultivation in Minnesota is rich, with varieties like Wealthy, developed by Peter Gideon and introduced in 1868, serving as a foundational pillar. Wealthy paved the way for numerous successful cultivars, including the versatile Haralson, introduced in 1922. Renowned for its excellent eating quality and baking prowess, particularly in pies, Haralson has been a favorite for generations. Fred Westcott, owner of Westcott Orchard, notes that while its popularity remains strong in the upper Midwest, its national appeal has seen a slight decline. Nevertheless, the undisputed reigning champion in popularity, both locally and internationally, is the Honeycrisp, officially named Minnesota's state fruit in 2006. For those eager to experience these exceptional apples firsthand, numerous orchards in the Rochester area offer the perfect autumnal outing. Sekep Orchard, a fixture since 1962 and now run by the founder's children, boasts over 8,000 apple trees featuring a wide array of varieties. Blossom Hill Orchard and Farm near Preston, managed by Dane and Hillary Deed, offers a scenic experience with over 20 varieties, alongside baked goods and local honey. Westcott Orchard, a family-run business for over 50 years, provides not only 20 apple varieties and fresh cider, but also a vibrant event venue with live music. These orchards often provide more than just apples. They are hubs for pumpkins, fall vegetables, and homemade treats, making them ideal destinations for family outings. When selecting apples, whether from an orchard or a grocery store, consumers are advised to look for firm fruit free from bruises or soft spots. Orchard owners often recommend purchasing seconds, apples with minor cosmetic imperfections, for baking, as they are just as delicious internally and often more economical. Each apple variety possesses a unique flavor profile, offering a diverse sensory experience, from the tartness of a Granny Smith to the balanced sweetness of a Honeycrisp. This deep dive into Minnesota's apple heritage highlights not only the agricultural achievements, but also the community spirit surrounding this beloved fruit. The dedication of growers and the university's research program ensure that the tradition of enjoying fresh, flavorful apples continues to flourish year after year. From the sweetness of orchard-fresh apples, we now pivot back to the fast-paced world of technology, where a groundbreaking concept could change how we interact with artificial intelligence. Don't go anywhere. Catch up on the latest tech and finance news. We saw a visionary concept to give Siri a new visual identity, explored the financial implications of Google's settlement with Apple, analyzed the mixed signals in Apple's stock outlook, and celebrated the rich heritage of apple varieties from the University of Minnesota. Don't miss out on future updates. Like this video, subscribe to iPad Focus, hit that notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels for more exclusive content.